PB&J to the chat. Hello again, okay. Hello in pine cones. Hopefully your situations have gotten situated in your situations. We're talking about the three-piece situation. It's a glorious little situation, and if you haven't been following, which if you're in the audience you have been following, but if you're in the audience already and not following, I'm not even sure if you're following what you're following. I mean, we're talking about cash for favors, collusions. Apparently, the 9/11 of the internet, which I can't, it's really hard to say that with a straight face. Never forget. Never forget. And we have two internet grifters just being completely derailed, defaced, and every single one of their scams just blown out within an hour. And then we have another guy come in right after that and sums it up a little more succinctly, a little more eloquently in like 10 minutes, 8 minutes, that Vic is lost. He's lost. In a way, we've all lost because we endorsed these D-list voice actors and giving them, I don't know what we've given them, but basically it's charged up. And where actually people go to these big conventions, which I don't know why anybody would even want to go to like such conventions.
I heard there's a bar where sailors hang out, but I don't know the place because I've never wanted to go to such a bar, you know?
I see.
It's best to stick to your regular drinking hole, if you know what I mean.
PB&J to the chat. Hello again, okay. Hello in pine cones. This will be officially getting your situations out of your situated situations. We have kind of a interesting situation here. We've got 3P versus the world, and the world on 3P's side. It does look like one big mess at best. We're looking at the 9/11 of the internet, whatever that means. Never forget. Honorary peacocks and turtles and people that have gamer in their name, and swamp creatures at the same time. I mean, just think about that. You know, your online pseudonym is a swamp video gamer. So just, you know, just take a breath in there and just realize that there's a grown human out there that wears luchador masks and goes on hot dances. You just scratch your head just contemplating that, you see. Now if you're like me, you waited a whole minute before continuing that, because when you truly contemplate that, you get totally lost in thought. Like, just out of nowhere, just your mind goes completely blank when you consider the transactions. And yeah, I've heard the story spread around. It's just so odd. So odd. But yeah, you got this one guy that just sort of spread the message, and he's the one saying he started it. And you got everybody else saying, hey, no, it was the lady who started it. And you got other people, you know, claiming that they've started it and they're the one that's orchestrating it. You can't really tell. As for the first guy, no way. Like, guy, shield for candid. He's dirty. He may have a point, but he's dirty. And frankly, if you ever watched the video and seen Be Candid or the BetterHelp or the Edgerson or the Edgebirdie or the Raid Shadow Legends of the world, or the NordVPNs or the ExpressVPNs or the VPN shields, and you know that they're selling you a lie. They're selling you a sense of false security and trying to take away your liberties. What little you have, what little you're aware of. And that sucks. It does suck a lot, so just remember that. But yeah, I've been watching this guy's videos for a little while, since January, maybe last year, so give or take, maybe 15 months. Got learned a hold of them. I should probably. And, back when it was just a double-digit number of dedicated eyeballs that would say, hey, please send me your notifications. Which, by the way, if you're in the mobile world, turn off notifications here on your mobiles, because you'll just end up waking up late at night saying, oh, what happened next? And you really need your beauty sleep for all this, because it really is a mess. But yeah, as I was saying, this guy, I've been doing it for a little while, and I dig the 6 to 10 to 12 videos per day, just going over whatever. Now, as far as when it kind of converted over to live streams, when he did hit his number where you could just live stream from the mobile device, I felt like it's not quite the same, because I'd rather just have those little bite-sized moments where it was just that. I wasn't trying to say, hey, is this good enough? Is this everything else? Which everybody does have they have that mentality, and that is where I think the fault lies into streaming in general, because once you hit it to where you're doing it all the time, it's just sort of like just pressing a button, as opposed to at least coming with some sort of content, having some sort of content area where you're creating something that's actually good, and you get the little transitions there and the little pictures popping up and floating around and everything, and then you're wondering hey, this is still going live now. Can I still take a snapshot of it without going to some unnecessary means like opening up OBS or doing a capture on your little mobile device, or just pressing the record button and pointing it at your computer screen? It's harder to capture it when you hit the video and just go for it. Go for it. But yeah, clear and concise points. PPP 1, 3P1. I'm not going to use the L word, the L slur. But it's the same thing. I don't like to use that word because it's a manipulative word invented by monsters who wanted to demean and dementia and give demoness-like creatures inside your mind. That's why I don't use the word, what is the word? I don't like using the word me, because it's all about me. And when Richard Dawkins made that word, he wanted to be like, hey, it's all about me. And when you're doing that, atheists win, just like that. It's lame. And then you got people like Elon Muscadine, defending the word on Foodie Poo's little broadcast. And I'm not saying, that they should win or lose just on that merit, but it's just lame, I find it lame anyway. Such a cultural circus. I don't like it. That's why a lot of things I say I just substituted with TV dinners and TV dinner boxes, because you can't go wrong with a TV dinner or TV dinner box. And of course, that might become a hit someday. I'd have to completely reverse engineer all that and end up talking about something else. But it kind of sucks, because I've been doing this for 20 years. And talking about TV dinners and fossilizing TV dinner boxes and stuff. So it's hard. It's not easy. could be considered sleazy for all you know. But do not go. Do not walk past. Do not roll doubles more than 2 times. Because that just takes away all the other turns of everybody else. Give them their turn. Give them, let them have it. But yeah, I never wanted any of this. I don't know if anybody did. I don't know if anybody ever did. It would just be easier if it was all a little simpler, a little easier to understand. But we've created this ecosystem on the World Wide Web where it's not just point A to point B, message board to message board. We got all these Silicon Valley proprietors, saying, hey, and then you have this other guy going, hey, let's stick it to the Silicon Valley proprietors, and just you can say whatever you want to say, and then they get kicked off that Silicon Valley proprietor, and they're like, nope, you come to me because I've been watching your stuff A to B, and I can make you a real star. I can get you further in your career and wash all the awfulness away. And it's really hard to say that with a straight face without showing the trace and the lace. But yeah, it was truly gorgeous, and these 2 internet shock jocks, they tried to derail it. They tried to bring it back to their world, but he just kept going at it, kept grasping higher and higher straws, pulling down the curtain to their flaws. And they pretty much just sat there and took it. There was a little bit of interference, but they kind of got the message. Like, look what we're dealing with. How do we even comprehend this? What can we pinpoint this on? So they just started saying, mentioning in as many words as possible that the guy is some sort of overweight character, and it's really, if you look at him, he's got a good HWP proportion, and comes across as a lot less of a, what is the word, caricature? Those little pop portraits when you're going down the beach, and you see those people, like the out of proportions, intentionally drawn with the bigger heads and everything. And he's got a good bit of a weight to him, and a good bit of height. The HWP is actually half decent, and so I'm not gonna gorgeous through and through. I'm gonna say it. You've got stuff going on, and the things that you learn when you listen to them, and you hear the guy in the bottom left corner trying to bring up some sort of elaborated joke, and the other guy's just saying, oh, I know what you're doing, and he's just slowly dethroning and derailing and just bringing down every single joke before he can deliver the punchline, and then that's when it's sort of a comedic facade, and when you see him prancing around at little theaters and stuff, and going around talking about how great he was on a reality show over a dozen years ago, it's pretty embarrassing. And to think that one or two little cut clips of that just brought people to believe some sort of thing. When you start watching like the rest of us, you're thinking, oh, this is just some other reality TV bogus stuff. But people fell for the initial clip because it's just that thing. It's called vanity, and when you have it, when you have vanity, you lack calamity, and that's kind of the issue here. But yeah, I do agree, it's pretty pathetic that the savior of our internet has to be some guy in another country just sort of watching it and looking down, and that the freaking carpetbagger helped set this whole chain of events off. That's makes me kind of sick to my stomach to even, see eye to eye on anything that Mother Expletive says, one way or another. So, I'm sorry, Eastler. And yeah, so it's sort of a little Bravo attempt, and it's, if you see it all for what it is, and you kind of try to summarize it, the summary goes on too long, like a long thong, like a long sing-along, and it just makes you want to think, why am I still doing this? And that's the gist. That's the PB&J. That's the Logan. Okay, that's the Low and Pine Cones, and everything else. I don't know what to say. But congratulations. We've all made it this far. For whatever merit that is. And yeah, I don't know what to say. It's something else. Something else entirely.
And Barry says PB and J to the chat.
Not for me. It's for the chat. For the chat, Wherever there is a chat. Even if you're just chattering amongst yourselves. Even if there's no, somewhere there's a chat. And out there, this is what they need. Well, this is what I'm offering anyway.
And Jesus Christ doesn't have a problem with the way I live. But I know he has a problem with how you live, Dick.
Hey, Peoples.
And you know you're not right with God, but that's okay because you can just say it's gay.
Go ahead. Hey, Peoples.
Yeah, Nick, go ahead.
Do you think Jesus has a problem with bearing false witness?
Well, you know what? This is all truthful, Nick, so it's not bearing false witness.
I haven't heard a single shred of truth. I've heard a lot of accusations.
So the lawyer is going to tell me I'm a liar.
No, I'm not telling you you're a liar. I'm saying you haven't brought anything concrete, and I've been begging you to say something useful for the past
Nick, have you ever won any of the cases where you somehow are going to save the internet?
I'm not trying to save the internet. I just want to know what you have.
How did it turn out for Vic there, Nick?
He's doing great.
Oh, did he win?
It's not over yet. I don't know.
Oh, it's not over. Nick,
it's literally not.
Nick, no.
Have you heard of an appeal?
You lost.
I didn't lose. I'm not his lawyer. Buddy? Is this honest? Okay.
Are you gonna win the appeal?
I don't know. I'm not his attorney.
So you're a loser. You're a loser.
Okay, Peoples. I have to ask you something.
You're a internet lawyer who tries to lecture others about lying.
Peoples.
Loser. Loser.